saying
you got a vice grip on your shit.
It's some bullshit. Okay, cool. I thought it was like 3 Doors Down or something. Yeah. I was like, what's happening?
Nah, it's usually like Barry Manilow or
okay.
like dance music.
No, it's definitely dance music. It's like
well, yeah, but it's just like some like 2023 rap caviar like shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean that happens all the time. They just sit idle out there, but I kind of respect it.
That's the music at my work is literally just like, it feels like white noise and I have no idea what's happening anymore with it.
You ever put our podcast on the loudspeaker?
No, but I have put, I've put a couple, like a lot of Baltimore bands I've put on there. Like I put Mike's band on one time when we were closing. Like I put their whole EP on, and then
they're like boo.
I played I'll randomly throw like Jive Bomb on and like random like quick punk bands like Gel and stuff like that have like 40-50 second songs, and like just punk bands I'll put them on like real quick songs, and that's that's about it though. That's all I really do. But yeah,
that's cool. All right, boys, welcome back. Actually, Max, I think.
Oh yeah,
steal your thunder there.
Well, it's really hard because like doing this song requires 2 parts.
Right. You want me to?
Yeah. If you want, which part do you want to do? The low part or the high part?
Oh, I forget. What are we doing again?
Just Bust a Move.
I'll do the low part.
Okay.
Which is that, right?
Yeah. It's just the joke.
Well, you start it and then we'll switch.
Well, it's okay.
It starts off with the high part.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So. It's so funny to do this because usually we're doing it before we even start, and there's not like how the sausage is made sort of thing.
But all right, ready? You want to do a mulligan real quick?
Yeah, we can mulligan. No, I mean, whatever. We're
actual mulligan, but like for the listener. All right, ready? We're mulligan.
Why am I getting camera shy? What is happening? It was, if you want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you.
Just suck a dude.
Dude, the timing's so bad.
Just suck a dude.
The joke is just suck a dude instead of just bust a move. Yeah. It's pretty great. Yeah. New year, new songs.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know. I had a few of them, but that one, no, legitimately, that song was so funny. I was just sitting in my car, like waiting to like go into my apartment after work, and I was just so tired and I didn't feel like getting up, and that song started playing on the radio and I was like, just suck a dude, and I just started every time that part would come up I'd be like, just suck a dude, and I'd just start cracking up.
So 2 parts. Me and Grace will do that but with like squirrels.
Okay.
So it'll be like, I want you to make me feel like I'm the only squirrel in the world. Or like squirrels, squirrels, squirrels. I don't know why. It just works. So it's not like a gay. It's not like a gay version of it. But
no, it's still funny. I had some other ones I was looking at too. I can't remember.
And then,
I'm like,
do you guys also do that? Like, you get home from work and you literally just sit in your car and like listen to another song
every day.
Because you can't will the energy to get out of your car.
Yeah. Oh, I had a Grills one too. A smile for me, babe. What you looking at? I want to show me your penis. You want to see my what? Your penis. Your penis.
That sounded like a John LaJoy song.
Yeah. I really am trying to be like Richard Cheese, but like worse.
Yeah, sure. Richard D's.
Richard D's. Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah. How was your holidays? Any fun like family stuff happen throughout? Any like interesting stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I just Christmas Eve went to my parents. We played like Pictionary, some pretty white people shit. Ate like a very bland dinner. No offense, Mom and Dad. It was good,
cool.
a little bland. But that's in line with the rest of white people Pictionary.
Yeah, no
turkey. It was on the news,
We didn't even go through like any of our like crazy like Christmas like or holiday like family stories or anything ridiculous that happened. I think all of mine are kind of sad. Like I did have one New Year's where I John Carroll, which is a school I used to go to, has like a fireworks show that's like people go to or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And this girl that I was talking to decided to go to the fireworks thing, not with me, but with some other dude, and it made me sad. So I just sat in my car listening to Dance Gavin Dance, just like I was like 16 or something, and I was just listening to like Happiness by Dance Gavin Dance, and just like crying in my car, and it was
fuck these bitches.
Dude, it hit when the fireworks were supposed to get off, and I was like, I could be watching fireworks right now. I was just sitting in front of my house with my lights turned off in my car, just like very like dad that just got divorced, like figuring it out, but sitting in a garage still.
Like, dude, I could be getting to second base and getting a weird hand job right now.
Yeah, instead I'm thinking of like dying from emissions poisoning or whatever.
Yeah, that's the duality of a
dude. Yeah, it's the holidays,
player.
man.
Yeah.
John Carroll also had like a notorious fair that everybody fought at.
Dude, John Carroll Fair,
Dude, that's actually
that was the shit.
It got canceled because there's too many fights going on.
Beef, just meet me after school.
No, people would line up fights for the fair.
Yeah.
They would be like, "Yeah, let's fight at the fair." Like,
I knew kids that were like
do it.
postponing them fighting and beefing because they could just do it at the fair.
Literally.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember at one point there was like a football game. You know how they had like that big. So how John Carroll set up is like, you drive in, there's a giant circle that you go around. A lot of schools have this.
Sure.
But it was legitimately like a giant roundabout, and then it would shit you back out on the road and you would leave. But people would like play football in the middle of that thing. And literally within like 10 minutes of that game starting, my friend Luke was playing. And Luke is he's not on roids, but like he is a monster.
Sure.
And he started to fight immediately. Like within 10 minutes of playing, he stiff armed a kid in the face. The kid got up and he just dropped the ball and fucking hit the kid. And it started like a 20-person fight. That was the one that happened there. I got into a fight there one time.
Oh, yeah?
It's not a fun story. I just beat up some kid. It wasn't like cool.
He had to establish that he won. Yeah.
I did, yeah.
I get it. I would too.
respect
I would too.
I was defending someone's honor. It was really sad.
The only fights I've gotten in with are my
was
brothers,
stupid.
and it's like not as cool. You know what I mean? So
No, brother fights are really funny though. Like watching two brothers fight is maybe one of the funniest things on
Mike
earth.
knows, yeah.
Dude, Mike has probably been witness to so many funny fights that
He's
he
seen
had to
every
just sit
Lawless
there.
Bro combination.
Dude, it's so funny.
All of their weapons.
Dude, it is crazy to think about that. Like, you and your brother is like, I feel like a pretty even matchup. And watching you two fight as like kids would have been funny, but watching you two fight as adults would be even funnier.
Oh my god, it would be hysterical. We'd both be like moving in slow motion, like very rigid, slow movements. Liam would beat the shit out of both of us, though. I think.
Liam would straight go crazy.
He would gas us out and then just flail.
Liam has what I would call skinny white trash build, which is like not in a bad way, but he looks like a dude that would have. He would have like you've seen these dudes that look like. Do you know who Jason Williams is, the basketball player? He's like white chocolate. Yeah. Okay, dudes that look like that have like the short haircut, but the bangs are a little too short for some reason. And like they have what they're trying to grow out like a mustache and sideburns, but they're both coming in poorly. They have like pock marks and like wear white tank tops. And like if you saw that guy and he wanted to fight you, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that kid has 3 kids, 2 of them he takes care of, and he's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, Liam's not quite far down that rabbit hole.
No. Liam's not like that at all, but he has the build of that
he's
guy.
He's got a sleeper build, I think. Yeah. I would love to see Liam get into a fight.
Sleeper build means he has like a big ass.
I didn't mean. I meant like sleeper fight.
Like in his case,
potential.
yeah. Okay,
yeah. You're right. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I feel like if Liam was into hardcore, his pit maneuvers would be insane. He'd be one of those kids that like jumps up in the air and does the spin kick.
Yeah.
No, Liam looks like the type of kid. I mean, he wouldn't because he grew up going to those shows, but looks like the type of kid that didn't know if he walked in one of the shows, if he got hit, he would just like turn around and just like furiously punch somebody in the shoulder.
Yeah, I think Liam's like age kids that like grew up on like more like hip hop stuff would be like, hell yeah, this is sick if they watched it, but as soon as they got hit, they'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Not Liam, he would get it, but like people his age.
Yeah. Dude, I remember sometimes we were like desperate for weed and we would always buy them from like people
like
so much younger than like 17-year-olds. And there was are we 5 minutes in? Yeah, we're at 9 minutes. Cool.
Yeah, we're good.
So I immediately just started with Just Suck a Dude. So I don't know where we're at. I don't know where this podcast is going to start.
Yeah, dude, we'll get into that too. Depending on when this comes out, we might be
we might be flying, dude. Who fucking knows?
We'll get into that.
But remember the ones the weirdest experience I had was pulling into like a really rich neighborhood and going up to this kid's house, And he actually, they would come out and get into our car normally, which is even more sketchy because I'm having children get into my car. Yeah. And I remember the one kid had like a Grateful Dead shirt on and no shoes, and the one kid was like, "Yeah, he doesn't wear shoes," and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that's
he was the
So
nicest.
he lived in like a nice house.
He was like the nicest kid in the world. Yeah, nicest kid in the world. But yeah, he grabbed I gave him one of our CDs as like partial payment.
I remember this.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm gonna go listen to it. I'm getting into metal lately." And he was like, he was like 18 or 19 years old, and I was like, "That's an interesting time to get."
There
into
was
metal.
one time me and Liam were like so down bad to buy some weed, and it was like 2 a.m. I had to work the next day, but I wasn't going to work. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
and Liam did the thing where he came down to like sit on your bed, be on the phone, and be like, "I mean, I'd smoke a blunt right now, you know?" And I'd be like, I don't really got it like that. And he'd be like, "I mean, I can't throw, but I'll roll, and like, but I know someone that can." And then I would just pull up to like a random Bel Air neighborhood and be like, "God damn it, some like 17-year-old's got to get in my car," and I'm like 23. And also, like, I knew that there was a Bel Air cop sitting with all of his lights off at like Fountain Green, so I'd have to take the most like roundabout way home. Just because I didn't want to deal with it, you know, like I just didn't want to deal with that stress.
That's so funny though. It is
so true.
It is funny, like growing up in like smaller towns ish, because like you know where all the cops sit, so you're always just like, I know exactly the maneuver to get around.
You like go up a hill
shit.
And then you're like, and I take the foot off the gas and I'm coasting. Now I'm at 45 again. All right, we're past.
Literally, dude. Yeah, I mean,
the best part is one time Brendan was driving me. I think we told the story, and I was like, "Hey, there's gonna be a cop up here. Just slow down." And then, like clockwork,
literally,
it's like, "Yep, you can see the outline of it right there." Like,
dude, and county cops have nothing better to do than just like bother the shit.
Like
out
your
of
brake
anybody.
light is kind of flickering.
Yeah, literally.
Get out,
dude. They it was what, Fountain Green. There was always one
on 22 by like the lake.
Yeah, there was always one there. There would always be one in the playground parking lot by John Carroll,
but never one on like Main Street Bel Air, where like I 3 or 4 times have witnessed grown men pissing into the fountain there, just in the front of the police station.
Yeah.
Hey,
not
you know
a
where all the
single
foot
thing
traffic
happened.
is and stuff like that.
Yeah,
not there.
Never
Or,
in front of Bon Tempo's when I almost got stabbed a couple times playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
I know for sure that police station is empty.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
There's no way.
in
There's
there.
nobody in there. There's like a clerk. And that's it.
The 95 exit by my parents' house.
Yeah,
Always. That's the one I was talking about.
there's always
Yeah.
sheriffs there.
Sheriff's there.
By the Cracker Barrel.
By the Cracker Barrel, yeah.
Dude, the Cracker Barrel, dude, there's so many like horrible conversations that have happened outside of Cracker Barrels in those rocking chairs. But every time I've sat in one, staring at like a Holiday Inn or whatever is across from that, it's been a pretty good time.
It feels nice.
We were playing checkers outside.
Yeah.
Dude, you're playing the little peg game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Dude, Cracker Barrel. Remember we went to
Love
Cracker
getting
Barrel
pegged.
like on Thanksgiving that one
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving Eve. And literally that was the only goal. It was like Brandon was in town.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, let's go to Cracker Barrel.
That was a thing.
It was like right before COVID.
Dude, I forgot about that. Holy shit.
The last time I had Cracker Barrel. That's a shame.
Dude,
was
that does suck. Oh, there was a debate I was got into with a coworker, and this isn't really a debate for us to have because like whatever, but like it's been a thing. Like Sheetz and Wawa. This kid was trying to convince me that Wawa is like way better. And I think it's people that didn't grow up. Or no, Sheetz is way better. Sorry. And I think it's people that didn't grow up around Wawa, and they're just like, yeah, Sheetz is better. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So my opinion is
Sheetz for drunk food is better.
Sheetz has certain food items that are better than Wawa's food.
Yeah,
But overall consistency and everything, I would say Wawa's better.
Yeah,
I can never side with Sheetz. I had it one time.
Yeah, see that,
and
but that's one time.
And the sub smelled like an Elmer's glue stick.
So
and I never ate there ever again.
that sucks.
Mike
Dude. You got the
glue
wrong
confirmed.
thing. Literally.
But I will say they have
Mike
the best
does seem
soda.
like the glue eating kid.
They have the best soda. Like they got Faygo and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Sheetz does have good drinks.
I could definitely see Mike though in like elementary school eating glue.
I tell you about me and my friends would like sell like a dyed glue in elementary school.
No, what the fuck is that?
You would take like an Elmer's glue bottle, break open like a pen,
Yeah.
a colored pen, and like drip it into the glue. And then you would like take a popsicle stick and like mix it up.
Yeah.
And kids would buy it for like 50 cents. Like,
That's fucking stupid.
Probably like a $4 bottle that my mom bought me.
Kyle was also
yeah.
definitely the kid that had like the see-through blue Elmer's glue with like the sparkles in it.
Mike definitely was the kid that had the off-brand like purple one that wouldn't like stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is not even that is for sure. I had that shit.
I was definitely a glue
Mike
stick
had to be
kid.
like, dude, can I borrow? Yeah, so I wasn't a glue stick.
I didn't use glue. I used glue sticks.
I had glue sticks.
Did you guys ever put glue in your hands and like rub it together and like?
Nah, I hated that shit, dude.
Nah.
There was this one kid. There was this one kid that legitimately. So there's two kids in my. Everybody has like two kids in their class that shouldn't have been in that class, probably, if you know what I'm talking about.
Mike's like, I only had one.
So I had a couple of those classes.
Yeah. Everybody has a kid that smells like cat piss. There's always that kid. Yeah. He smells like shit or cat piss. It's one of the two. Yeah. It's usually cat piss, which sucks because that's just somebody's parents not taking care of their child.
He would just have like fucked up hair and wear a black hoodie every day.
Dude, you know what's crazy is? No. So the kid that I'm talking about, his name was Kenny. And he looked like Kenny from South Park. And he smelled like he was the poor kid that smelled like cat piss. I feel really bad now.
He smelled like Kenny.
He did. I tried to be friends with him, but he legitimately was sort of disabled, like having conversations with him. I remember as a kid was just like difficult. Like the kid just couldn't take care of himself, and I don't think his parents were, which was sad. But the other kid, he always wore the same shirt every day. He looked like the kid from Little Vampires, the kid with the spiky blonde hair and the glasses, but like grown up, but with like a hunch a little bit.
Okay.
And he wore a yellow shirt every day because I remember the shirt, and it was Marbles State Champion, like 1999 or something.
Wow.
Right. So this kid one day, I had a teacher. Not to go on a long story because mine always suck, but I had a teacher named Mr. Champagne. Not doxing him. He's cool.
Dude,
shouts out.
He once went.
Dude, Robert Paul.
Yeah, but he one day we're in class and he was trying to like tell us about something, and he had like a clipboard in his hand, and the kid kept raising his hand and trying to like interrupt, and he was like the most whiny fucking kid. Everybody in class hated him. You could tell the teacher hated him, and we confirmed it with what happened. But he kept annoying him, and he was like, "If you say one more thing, I swear to God, I'm going to send you to the principal's office." He almost said hospital, I swear to God, but he said principal's office to this kid. We were 10, I think it was 5th grade. And he raises his hand one more time, and my teacher, I've never seen a teacher do this in my entire life. His face turns red. He picks up the clipboard and slams it against the wall as hard as he can, and it cracks in half and goes flying. And he's like, "Go to the principal's office immediately." And he's after it happened, the kid leaves and starts crying. And after he leaves, our teacher, like, face is red, sweating. This dude's like maybe 30, so he's like near my age.
Yeah.
He just starts cracking up, and we all start cracking up. So this kid who's like is like a dork and annoying, but like obviously having trouble.
Sure.
Walks out of the classroom, walks around the corner, and is now crying while everybody is laughing in a chorus as he walks down the hallway.
This is a villain origin story.
So crazy. That kid definitely, yeah.
We had
he came back to that school, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Me and Kyle had a similar
Champagne.
situation like that. Not in a class that we had, but there was a teacher
Like threw a chair at some kid?
No, threw a
You two were the
projector
kids.
through a window. And now he lives in Nicaragua.
Yeah, now he's like born again.
Fuck yeah.
That's my favorite.
He needed to be born again, though. He was that crazy.
He had to.
I feel like people that are born again are so crazy. They hit a threshold and they're like, I need a fucking restart. And God makes more sense than whatever's going on.
Yeah.
He threw an overhead projector.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
He didn't get fired.
He didn't get fired. He worked there for like another 2 years. And it was like, okay, I'm moving to Nicaragua.
It's like I had the morality teacher that was banging a student, and he taught morality. And he also was in a cover band that played a Loonies. And he wore the sweatbands and had like spiked hair, dude. It was like, I'm not afraid. This is a rock cover of Eminem.
It's
to
crazy.
Take a stand.
When you get older and you realize like teachers are just like normal people.
Yeah.
And that they just had like breakdowns because like
that are like not much older than we are right now.
Yeah, and it's just like Yeah, I understand.
No, dude. Yeah, totally. Teachers, I feel so bad growing up and like I was like, they're old, but then I think about it and they're like 32 and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
sucks.
dude, I think my first grade teacher is younger than I am right now.
My first grade
She was,
teacher
like,
died when I
26.
was like 8.
That's her.
So like 2 years later, she died. Crazy.
How old was she when you had her?
Dude, you know what's crazy is she was kind of like, I remember that was the first person I had a crush on was my first grade teacher.
Dude,
she was probably like,
what you mean.
what's crazy is though, she was probably like 37, 38.
Yeah.
But she was like beautiful. Yeah. And what's crazy is my kindergarten teacher, I don't know how old she was. She looks exactly the same now. I saw her like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
But she, completely different scenario. She had one of those things where she had one of those micro hands. It was like this big and it was like jelly.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can squeeze my hand. And I'd be like, no. Like she would like force me to squeeze her little tiny hand. And I would be like, no. Dude, I was scared I was going to break it.
Fuck?
No, you've never seen this. So there's people.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't
like,
seen
a
it many
fully
times
developed-
before. Yeah. But I haven't seen it many times before.
Is it like
no.
grab my strong hand?
No.
It's worse than that.
No, it's worse. So it looks like, okay, picture like a sausage you would get from the deli that has like that cinch on the end of it.
Yeah.
So it's like that. But then at
gets,
the
like,
very
thin at the
end,
end, yeah.
squirting out, just like boop, is this little tiny like
You've
hand.
never seen that?
It's like a little hand.
Wait, like
with,
on her regular sized arm?
No, it's like
well, her arm's
top
pretty
half,
regular
yeah.
size. Yeah, the top half of it's fine, up to like right here,
and then it just like comes to a little point.
and then it comes to just like a little tiny nub, and the
But it's
hand.
got like a
It's
I've never seen
no.
No?
This one was a little tiny circle. It looked like a paw.
I know. Yeah, I know.
And it had like dotted
little-
on it
yep.
little tiny fingers.
Yep, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why at that point, like, I don't know where the decision is to keep that. Is it like a party joke? Or is it just
I think meant to keep that person.
no,
Like the parents. I was like, well, why would you get an abortion?
no,
They just had a small deformity. What the fuck?
no? Why do you keep the tiny little hand?
I would just get it amputated.
I know, but
And then
does
get
she
a
keep it for like
prosthesis.
comedic effect? Or like because there's no
there's a lot
functional
of-
use
I mean,
for it.
if she's
Maybe
asking, if she's like, you can squeeze my hand, like this
Yeah.
probably is like she thinks it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though. Like play,
Yeah,
you
it
play
is
your whole
kinda
life as like a
fun.
kindergarten teacher. She looked like a kindergarten, like she
Yeah.
wore like the vest.
Yeah.
You know the kindergarten teachers always wear the vest with like the sewn on things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That had like
Yeah.
My kindergarten
beads
teacher
and
had
shit,
that.
and then they would wear like slacks.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then like the buckle shoe, like,
Like, yo,
slip-on shoes.
You look like you listen to Title Fight.
And then because we went to school at a certain time, like 90s into the 2000s, at this point they all had like the bangs that were like
Yeah.
this,
Mm-hmm.
like the crimp bangs that were like not crimp, that's wrong, but like the
The
straight
dome,
bangs that were like
yeah.
domed out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, what a haircut!
Yo, would you let her jerk you off with a little nub hand now?
She couldn't. There's no way. I mean, yes, but she
What
could.
if she like duct taped it on?
She's like,
I don't. You would have to like really localize it. You know what I mean? You would have to really like
Yeah.
search. You would have to search around. You know how like men have that little thing at the back of their dick that's like sort of their G-spotty thing. You know what I'm talking about? There's like a little nodule on the back. You just check your own dick out
on the
next time.
shaft or the head?
On the back of it, it's all. It's
back
it's
of
coming.
what?
It's up to
I
the
know what
head.
you're
You know what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about?
Yeah, I know
It's
what
like
you're
what a
talking
clit is, but for a man.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Yeah,
connector.
which is so
perineum.
crazy. People don't talk about that.
The
a lot.
perineum,
I know.
or whatever it's
I know
called.
what it is,
Yeah.
but nobody really talks about that. That's
Yeah.
literally just the male.
I'm always
clit,
afraid I'm gonna
which is
like
funny.
rip that.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean?
What are you doing? You fucking.
I don't know. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
You got a vice grip on your shit.
I'm not saying I'm actively doing things that would. I'm just saying if you did, that would fucking.
Wait, can you
be
show me
terrible.
what you're doing to it right now?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just saying if I would, that would.
Okay,
blow.
so like on your finger, just be like, no, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I get what
You
you're
know
saying.
what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
It's like if you were to rip this thing
Yeah.
in your mouth,
Oh
you know,
my
it's
God,
kind of the
yeah.
same thing.
I feel
Yeah.
like going back to the teacher thing.
Yeah.
I feel like almost every teacher we had was probably like 28.
I had a lot of young teachers. Shout out my ninth grader science teacher.
Dude, I
Biggest
have,
knockers in the man.
dude, ninth grade math teacher, always math teacher. Half the time it's math
Math
teacher.
teachers are either like banging or
I
disgusting.
feel
It's
like our
Earth
ninth
sci-
grade
Earth sci-
math,
Earth
math
science
teacher
math.
was super young too.
She was super young. For
Yeah.
sure.
She
She was
I
teaching
don't-
kids that were only like double her age.
Yeah.
I don't know why she did this, and God bless her, but she had, and this wasn't her fault, but she didn't wear bras most of the time and wore sweaters, but she had very pointy, very clearly pointy
Aggressive.
nipples.
Yeah.
And you could see them just all the way through. And I would go over to my friend
That's tough.
and be like, yo, like, are you like, is it just me?
No.
And he's like, no, I see them too. I'm like, okay, cool. And the thing is, like, I didn't even want to look at him at a point because it was just like so like I feel like it was something she was like, I know, and you're just like, I don't want to like keep looking at these. This is great.
I bet those work Christmas parties were crazy.
Yeah, mistletoe, hanging mistletoes off those.
Yeah.
Some mistletoes.
So back to like the nub hand thing.
Yeah. He's really interested in this.
This sounds fucked up, but I feel like you guys know what I mean. You
Yeah.
know when you're a kid and you like didn't really understand like that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
You just knew like I can catch being sick from people. When I was a kid, when there was like people like that, I would be like so weary of them. I'd be like, yo, if they touch me with this nub, like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
That's so funny. Kids
and I'd be like nubbed out. Like when I was a kid, we went to Burger King with my grandma, and someone had really bad, and it's ironic right now, they had really bad vitiligo.
Okay.
They were very dark skinned and they had a very aggressive vitiligo.
Yeah.
And I remember like my grandma, just grabbing the bag, and I remember me being like, should I eat this food? Because I just didn't understand.
A
I was like
giraffe
7
person
years old.
handed me my Whopper.
No, I didn't have a comprehension on
No,
what
I
it
get
was.
it. Yeah.
And then the twisted thing.
No.
Well, maybe my theory is correct because
I have a good one
have
for that,
vitiligo,
actually.
so maybe that's where I caught it.
Well, I have a good one for that.
Hey, where do you think the craziest place I have vitiligo is?
Definitely, you
ball
definitely are
sack?
two-tone Malone.
I have a little bit of a two-tone Malone, but some of my pubes are white.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you know that?
No.
That's kind of cool.
I found a gray
I'll show
hair
it to
the
you
other
one
day,
time.
though.
I have some gray hairs, but I can't tell if it's vitiligo or.
Yeah.
I have gray in
That's
my
kinda
beard
cool.
now.
Yo,
Dude, Big Dev has gray in his beard, and that made me be like, whoa.
I do have a weird story about seeing somebody of a different, like, I don't mean of a different color. Like they were green. They were green. The person was green.
They were
So-
jaundice.
yeah. So I went to Dundalk Flea Market of all places.
There you go.
Makes total sense why they're jaundiced now. Yeah, got you. They're jaundiced because they're poor. No, I'm kidding.
Because they're white trash.
They're white trash. Yeah. No. So I went to the Dundalk Flea Market, and I was looking for, and this is when I was a child, and I was with my grandmother, and there was a person in a wheelchair that looked like a pickle person,
Yeah.
and they looked at me. And they had no teeth, and they opened their mouth to like say hi to me, and it scared me so much that I ran away, and I told my parents I have to leave.
Yeah,
like I
that's what I'm
can't stay
saying.
here.
That's what I'm saying.
That was
You're a
I
kid.
get it though. Like I had that same.
Yeah.
You think everything is so. Like I thought Miss Taylor, my second grade teacher, was the reincarnation of oh my god of Harriet Tubman. When I was 7, I thought she was
I had
the
a guy come up
reincarnation
and tell
of.
me that recently. So
That's great. Oh, dude,
That's true.
dude, that was.
Our paths keep crossing.
It's crazy. I thought she was Harriet Tubman because she dressed as Harriet. Well, this is fair. She dressed as Harriet Tubman at Fort McHenry as like a reenactor. But like I thought she legitimately did that because she was like related to and like the reincarnation of Harriet Tubman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. She knew a lot about her. So that's probably why. I was like, you know so much about her. Like, are you like her? Like, is maybe I was 7 and I didn't know a lot of.
You just assume like any black woman was Harriet Tubman.
I was about to say maybe I was 7 and just didn't know. I did know that. I mean, where I grew up was very like.
Yeah,
it was,
I guess when you're
very,
7, the only like
super
point of
diverse.
reference you have for like black women are like a teacher, kind of like Tyra Banks cleans
Yeah.
Latifah, you know.
I mean, dude, the thing is, like, I was also like not the smartest kid. Like the first time I rode the bus when I was in kindergarten, they missed my stop, and I was like, oh, I guess they're just like supposed to do that. And then they drove around the entire fucking thing and drove back to school. And the guy was like, I didn't even know you were back there. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I guess you were supposed to get off at some point. And I was like, yeah. And then they just put me in the principal's office, and she gave me cookies.
Like your mom had to come pick you up.
Yeah, she
Dude,
couldn't pick me up,
that
so-
actually brings up a funny story. My bus, like,
Like how long was your bus? Tell me, like, or Get it? You guys get
It took him so long to figure that out. The answer was just like filled in.
He went like this, and then he went down, and I was gonna wait for him to go back up.
It wasn't like a long joke. It was a visual joke when we're on a podcast.
I always do that to Grace when we're like messing around. I'm like, so when you were a kid, like, how long was your bus?
My bus like would sometimes stop at the end of my court, but it was not like an actual bus stop.
Yeah.
So I had to end up finding rides to school most of the time because I never knew when my bus was actually supposed to be there. I just was like, all right, well.
Yeah, Mike had a custom bus stop. Dude, I straight up got on the bus in high school at like 6:20 in the morning.
That's
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, because
like
you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah.
On the bus.
That's
basically.
fair. That
It'd be
sucks.
like dark out.
Yeah, I never took the bus. I just like rode to school with other people.
Then when I got to like 10th or 11th grade, my dad would take me because he'd be like leaving for work at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I would just like ride it home.
You could like walk to school at a certain point though, right?
Yeah, but I
guess you
didn't.
could, yeah.
Well, I could drive to school at that point, so I just drove to school. Which made
True.
sense. I got my license as soon as you could possibly get it. I was like running on the treadmill, and my dad, when I was supposed to take my license test, my dad was like, "We're gonna be late to your license test," and I was like covered in sweat, and I was like, "Oh, cool, it's great." So my first picture ever of getting a license, I was like sweaty and looked like I was dying. It was so bad. I was so sad.
It's crazy. I have to renew my license soon.
That's crazy.
How old we are.
Yeah.
You're
Just
turning
mine.
30 this year, right?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It's weird because it's like the older I get, the more I don't give a shit about time.
Sure.
So like I really don't. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to it really. Like it's weird because I keep joking about it, so it's like, oh, I'm not paying attention to it. But like, he has to check his license to see if he has to renew his right now. But no, it is a weird thing. You have like a sort of like a quarter life crisis or a midlife or a third life crisis. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I think it's just like it's weird when you think when you're a kid and you're like, oh, by my 30s I'm gonna have I'm not gonna be broke anymore, and I'm gonna like have all this stuff, and like like I'll have like it's the very white picket fence thing that you get fed.
Sure.
And that's, sitcoms and all sorts of, we grew up in a time where like everything was very cookie cutter with a lot of that stuff. So
I think we also grew up in a time where the generation before us could do that.
100%.
Yeah.
So that was like, you saw it sort of, I grew up sort of broke, and then I saw my parents get rich. So I was like, oh, just at a certain point, you hit a point where you're successful, and that's what happens.
Sure.
Which doesn't happen for everybody, but
or happens later.
And I think like, you have this notion, like I went to like school and got my degree and like all of these things, and a lot of us in our generation went and got degrees and then realized we were just told we were supposed to do this. There's really no reason for it. And
it's like the South Park thing.
Yeah, literally. And the thing is, like, it sucks because like the generation above us realizes that we got some of them do, at least in some degree, realize we got screwed. So like it's and it's their fault. So like it's strange. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of cool with being broke because I like, the older I get, the more I appreciate like cool shit, like doing this. It's just the more I appreciate having the moments where I can actually like do cool shit, because I have so little time to do like a lot of that stuff, which is cool.
It's funny. I was saying that to Grace. I was like, man, I've been considering the last couple months like going back to school or something like that. But like as we were watching the South Park thing, we were like joking, and I was like, maybe I should just like go learn a trade.
Literally, yeah.
Because that's where the money is actually.
That's the a lot of, and this is a funny trope of like hitting 30, but a lot of 30-year-old guys like my age are all like, we should all go back and get trades. And it's like a real thing that happens to a lot of people my age. Like a lot of people hit that. Like
there is a trade that I would be actually interested in doing. So if everything fails, I'm like, okay, then I'll just go do this.
What's your trade?
I want to learn how to weld.
This guy wants to weld.
Kind of cool.
Welders, then
can't wait for Mike to start welding and be like addicted to smoking like Pall Mall.
Welders live to like 50 years old though.
That's fine.
It's it's because of the fumes. Like they just do not live very long.
Because I like cars, I like motorcycles, and I was like, all right.
Imagine Mike pulling
learn how to
with
weld.
one of those helmets.
Mike has to work with the bastard though.
Oh.
He's a welder.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what. See, the thing is, I don't have any interest in doing a trade.
I would do
like,
HVAC.
That's what I'm saying. I would do like HVAC.
I would do HVAC easy.
Maybe like electrician.
Electrician shit sucks because you can fucking just die. Like
Yeah, electricity freaks
maybe
me
I went
out.
to that.
that shit it pays
It's gonna be like Home
extremely
Alone
well.
when Marv is like the skeleton. Like
It pays extremely well. You could do alternative energies, so like solar and shit like that, or like geothermal. But geothermal, I think, takes more school and stuff like that.
I mean, my dad is the busiest he's ever been right now.
Yeah,
He's, like,
roofing or painting,
painting,
right?
painting, and just like general carpentry. You know,
Yeah.
painting's his main gig.
People are doing upkeep on their homes instead of buying homes right now because they realize the market's insane.
He's like turning work down for the first time ever.
I'll fucking do it. I'll show up dressed as Sean Wallace and like.
Yeah. He legitimately was like trying to recruit Liam. Like, I actually need like an employee.
Yeah, fuck it.
Billy Liam don't want to paint.
I would do that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He'd be the like third generation painter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck that! I would do that in a heartbeat.
That shit kind of.
He told Liam he told me how much he was gonna pay Liam, and I was like, fuck, actually.
Yeah, dude, for real. No, but yeah, I think a lot of people hit our age, like late 20s and stuff like that, and they're like, I should pick up a trade. Yeah. But also, the other end of the coin that you do not realize is starting in a trade is really hard. It sucks. The first like 5 years are gonna fucking be miserable.
It's hard on your body.
It's hard on your body. You have to wake up at fucking 5 a.m. most of the time. Yeah. You're on call most of the time. You have to do shitty fucking office work too. You're not just going to be like a technician. Like you have to start fucking working in an office sometimes too. So.
That's what my dad was saying. He was like on the phone with me and he was like, I'm literally have AirPods in and I'm laying on a random person's bathroom floor painting behind their toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
it's just some random lady.
The thing that always freaks me out too, the reason that I know I couldn't end up doing a trade is I'm like deathly afraid of heights. And that is like a huge thing with most trade stuff. You're going to be up in the air at some point.
Except for plumbing, then you're going down.
Yeah, I'm not doing that though. I can't.
Why not? Poop, man. Plumbing is plumbing is the most money. Like it's insane. If you're willing to deal with shit, you're good.
Dude, like, let's all go into individual trades and then make like a company.
I have an idea.
Let's all do trade. Let's all become tradesmen, and then we fucking make a tier list of trades.
Yeah. All right, plumbing's A+ work. What were you gonna say, Max?
Oh, I was gonna say I have a great idea that might work out for us. We're all gonna become plumbers.
Okay.
The way we're gonna do it is instead of for the bachelor parties, we go down to Miami.
Okay.
We all go get COVID.
Okay.
Like really, like whatever new one, it's going to be in Florida.
Yeah,
like extended COVID.
Yes, we lose our sense of smell.
Okay.
And we keep trying until we lose our sense of smell. So we have to keep getting COVID. It's sort of there's some loss to it. We have to stay alive, which is a problem.
It's like either your heart will stop working. Well, that's the vaccine. My bad.
Yeah. So. But no,
right, we take it off of YouTube.
Yeah, 100%. But no, we keep getting COVID. We lose our sense of smell, and then we can be plumbers easily. Yeah. What would we call it? Like, there's three of us. We can't smell. There has to be a pun there.
You know the
three blind mice.
Well, you know the place in Bel Air, the My Three Sons.
Yeah,
it's My Three Plums.
Yeah,
and that's good. Picture's just us going like this with our ass cracked.
Literally, yes. Oh my god, we're all like on our knees, like fixing something.
We get a billboard, and it's just all three of our like plumbers cracks.
You have to
just
make that.
Got cracks.
Dude. Oh, dude, and we do like
let us clean out your pipe.
In our business cards, it's just us, but it's like the peeing guy. It's us, just like
dude, yes,
holding our actual dicks peeing.
Yeah, it's like to scale. Each of ours are like,
yeah. But we have boners for some reason.
All right,
it's like we're pee boner type of guys. We wake up in the morning and we piss.
I'll hire those.
We piss straight into the back of the toilet seat.
Yeah,
guys. Dude, oh my god,
dude. Have you ever? Okay, so real quick before you get to that, have you ever?
We might be on the same.
Okay, cool. Have you ever woken up with a boner and had to pee? Like, and you saw theories of how to pee with a boner, like in movies and stuff. So you tried a couple things, and like, have you ever tried to lay on the toilet with your dick into the toilet?
No.
I tried doing that once. Didn't realize the proportions of my own dick. Dunked it right into the toilet water.
So I haven't done that, but I have stood over the toilet
halfway in, dude. Like half of my dick was in toilet water.
I would like hover it over it at like an angle to like, get my dick.
Oh, I've done.
Like,
yeah, I do that.
And you're kind of pushing the.
Yeah, push.
But then you got to like start to walk towards it when your stream starts to.
Yeah. You got to track it, you know. But you also kind of make it a game. Like you don't put the toilet seat all the way up. You keep it down. So you're just going into the circles. So you're like, all right, can I do it?
And
it's
then
like
you get a couple dribbles, and you're like,
and you're like, do I even wipe that off? Like, or do I make it a fun game so somebody sits on my
you know
piss?
something crazy I did once?
What?
I had socks on. I just put my foot on the toilet seat and my sock went.
I did. I mean, we did talk about this one time, but remember when I used to just like spit on my carpet?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I used to spit it and just piss out my door. Yeah,
I do that still. I just piss outside a lot.
Yeah,
which is weird.
I love pissing outside. Pissing outside when it's cold outside is the best.
But I have the worst area that I could possibly.
Yeah, you're surrounded by children. You're about to catch a case.
I think my dad maybe pees inside like 5 times a year.
It's
like,
great. If I lived at your dad's house, I would piss outside every day.
When he's hanging out in the garage, even though the toilet's not there, he's not
piss.
fucking walking in.
Yeah, no way.
He's pissing behind
the
his truck.
toilet's literally across the door. Like it's like
I think it's actually a longer walk to walk.
It's a longer walk to go outside and piss. 100%.
But it's way
you're breaking the seal.
How many times do you think he pissed on Liam's basketball, the basketball hoop?
I don't know, but
just for fun.
There's probably a patch of grass by his truck that's just like dead.
Oh yeah, totally. That's so funny.
That rules.
Yeah, I'll piss outside here sometimes. Out back.
Yeah, but Mike.
Last time I was here, I did it.
Yeah, I've pissed out here before too.
Yeah.
I pissed out in the alley, which I realized was a bad idea because then there's all those houses facing where I'm pissing.
Right.
But whatever, who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
I peed at my high school at night one time just for fun. I peed on the tennis court. I don't know why I did it. I just felt like it.
We used to do that all the time because we used to skate the tennis courts.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense.
So we'd just be like, all right, well, just walk.
Have you guys ever like shit like outside, like in places you
I want to. I want to.
Dude, shitting outside is the most primal thing you can do because you have to find a good stance to do it. What I did was I found a hill with like a slight grade to it, and then I got into a crab stance almost. But with like a little bit more of a lean. So think crab stance, a little bit of lean. So you got kind of a toilet stance going on a little bit. You got a fulcrum there. And then I took a big, heavy, steamy, like yellow dump. It was gross.
Were you like camping or?
No, I was just at my friend's house and I didn't feel like going inside.
What did you wipe with?
I went inside to wipe, so I didn't think about what I was doing when I was doing
This
it.
man pulled his pants up over his shitty butt.
I did,
It's a little
yeah. I mean, yeah. I
You
did.
were like-
I was wearing basketball shorts though, and this was back during baggy basketball shorts, so that shit was nowhere near my ass.
Yeah, true.
I had like a parachute. Remember when baggy shorts was the fucking thing that was in like
some giant
super
And
baggy?
They're the
one
thing
shorts.
again.
The and one shorts. Oh, I mean, it looks bad still.
Yeah.
Big baggy denim shorts are
So
the thing
shitty.
again.
Everybody that wears those, you look like a
some
fucking
South Pole
asshole,
ones.
dude. You look like a dickhead. I mean, baggy pants is cool. Baggy like jean shorts, go fuck yourself. That's weird.
See, I can't rock baggy anything.
Especially if it's stick legs.
I'm already so short.
Yeah.
That baggy just like makes me look even shorter.
I am on team. I don't wear very short shorts anymore.
I love short shorts still.
I will wear
I'm like
knee shorts.
7 or like a
but-
5 inch. You
You
know.
a fucking dork, dude. Show off them gams.
I don't know because I used to do the fucking.
Mike's were.
You know why I
mines
wear?
were, like,
you know why I
straight
wear short shorts?
cut.
Because I'm slanging and I want to wear short shorts. That's why I do it.
Nah.
Yes,
Why are you trying to get like an imprint?
I always have an imprint when I'm wearing short shorts. That's just my deal.
He defended that hard.
I did.
How's my imprint looking right now?
Good. I looked at your
Good.
dick like
Yeah,
8
yeah,
times.
thanks,
this entire-
guys.
I keep looking at his dick. Like every time I look over.
Hold on, let me-
I'm not looking at you. I'm very much a dick looker though. Like I definitely look at dudes' crotches.
Yeah, I'll
more than
definitely size
anything.
up a bro.
I size up dudes all the time. Honestly,
I definitely size
I
up.
have to fight the temptation to look at other men's dicks at the urinals almost 99% of the time.
So-
Not out of a sexual thing, but out of
No.
just like a sizing up thing.
Yeah. No, I did that last time I went to Orioles game. Like I could in my
trough,
peripheral, I could see a dude's dick.
Oh yeah, the lineup.
And I was
Yeah.
like, maybe I should just commit and just like no.
just go grab it.
No, I'm saying like instead of
You
peripheral.
mind if I shake for
You
you?
mind if I
No,
hold
I'm
this for
saying
you?
peripheral. Just hit it with like a. All right, that's his deal.
What
How's
if you
that-
hit him
how's
with
that
a-
work against mine? You know.
The hardest is if you're at like a Ravens game and it's the trough.
The trough is the
The
best. dude.
trough is the
Have you ever
hard.
seen a
I'm
dude
just
taking a
like,
shit in the trough? Dude, I've seen a
Taking
dude
a
straight up
shit
take a
in
shit
the
in the trough.
trough?
Dude, the funniest thing is,
Dude, no.
end of a Ravens game, fourth quarter, it was snowing outside. I was at this game. It started snowing really bad. People were cold as shit. Everybody had hand warmers in their pockets. I remember this. And this dude was wearing a leather.
It Ravens Pittsburgh Christmas Eve?
I don't think so. No.
Or no, Black Friday.
Oh, they were playing the Broncos. I can't remember what year it was, but I went into. We're starting to name just like really specific Ravens games. Mike's autism just like triggered on Ravens games he went to as a child.
Mike bought that jacket and all the knowledge.
Yeah, just like literally all the 2 Super Bowls on the shoulder.
That was so Ravens Pittsburgh Black Friday. I had to work at GameStop, and my wife went, and I couldn't go, and I was very sad.
Oh, that sucks. No, this was when I was a kid, but I looked over. I was taking a piss in the trough. It was maybe like the 3rd time I've ever pissed in a trough, so I knew what was up, but I also like 10 and 2 like look forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got really curious and I took a look down the line, and there's a dude in a Ravens Letterman jacket. You know the one I'm talking about with the first Super Bowl on it? That's like
that one?
Oh my god! I think it is literally. Does it have the orange like XXV, like the big orange one on the orange logo on the back of it?
No, that one's got like Ravens Super Bowl champs on the
Okay,
back
cool.
of it,
So there's one that has like the orange, like the first Super Bowl we won against the New York Giants on it.
Yeah.
He was wearing that. I remember it visually, and he was taking a shit in the trough. So there was like 30. There was like I was a kid, but there was like 20 people in this trough, and at the very end, I saw a dude dropping a Duke in the trough, and people were like crowding around him at a point. But yeah,
But they're like, all right.
I'm not to watch him shit. I think to tell him to stop
That's
shitting
what I'm
in
saying.
the trough.
Like,
Yeah, like move it along, bud. But also like maybe we should get security. This guy's shitting
That
in a
dude was
trough.
so drunk.
Yeah, he was fucked. It was the end of the
That's
game.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Ravens games are the best thing ever. The bathroom is atrocious.
Dude, bathrooms in
hate-
every
dude,
stadium bathrooms.
me and
Renaissance Fair bathrooms.
Me and Liam went to Orioles game over the summer. It was like basically sold out. And before we left, we were like, we were gonna take the bus home, and I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta pee, and we both simultaneously went to the urinal, walked off, and then we both walked out. We were like, I couldn't pee.
Can't do it, yeah.
Dude, sports sports stadium bathroom smells like a dead alcoholic. It's
That's
so
awesome.
bad.
I don't know. I get stage fright, and I'm like, somebody's like, yo, this guy's standing here forever. Yo, if I'm in the stall, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I only go to
I can. Oh, really? I just pee wherever. I don't give a fuck
No,
anymore. I
yeah.
don't care. I'll drop it out. Who gives a fuck?
It's not that. It's not that my dick's out. It's just like the commotion. I'm trying to.
Oh, you're trying to like focus on your
I'm
work.
trying to focus, yeah.
I'll get that sometimes. I've gotten that like next to like my boss at work before, like taking a piss. You know what I mean? Where you like
Yeah.
you like want to go pee Olympics and try to pee harder than him, but
Yeah.
then you also don't like want to.
You're trying to get like your dick closer to the bowl so you can hear the. You're like,
So
do
you
you
sound
a hog?
It's
you
like
know?
yeah, exactly. You're like. I had a really good joke there, but I'm not gonna. It's like Team USA or Team Japan in there. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bad one.
I would have followed that up so bad, but I can't.
No, it's I mean, it's whatever. But I
You know what I mean?
yeah. That came out of nowhere.
Back to the Ravens though, real quick. And I don't want to. You guys think Ravens gonna win the Super Bowl?
Honestly, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this the thing is, I hate saying that because but every other team in the NFL is so injured and looks so shitty that like we might actually pull it out.
I was like,
Kansas City's receivers can't catch a ball. So.
yeah. Well, I was worried about the. I was kind of worried about the Dolphins.
And then we
dumped
just
on them.
absolutely shit down their
I was
throats.
like, all right, well, you know, team.
You know
I'm
how
kinda
Dolphins
scared
like to
of
fuck people?
Yeah. Yo, you know who
Fuck's a
likes to fuck
dolphin.
on the Dolphins?
Who?
Didn't Tyreek Hill just have like his 3rd kid of the year?
I'm not sure, but he does have a lot of children. He also had like allegations where he beat like his ex-wife. So like that was a whole fucking thing. Tyreek Hill is the fastest man in football, but also like I don't know. Like
I'm pretty sure he had his 3rd kid of the year.
Oh,
Which is
really?
Awesome.
3rd kid of the year?
Of the year.
So like he had 3 kids like this year, or his 3rd
Or
kid
in
this year?
3 kids in 2023.
Are you? That's not. He's married. He has 1 wife. How did she put out 3 children?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what my dad told me. But
Okay. Well, you're.
it's dad facts. So.
Oh no, dad facts. They're always slightly off and
I was like,
vaguely
really?
racist.
And then I was like,
No.
true. I didn't think about that multiplier. Okay, well.
He's like, yeah, he probably has like 8 fucking
yeah,
kids.
right, it's like 3 baby mamas. Yeah. No. Congrats to Tyreek on his 3rd child.
In the year, third child
no,
this
just
year.
generally. Yeah.
No.
Sorry about the.
Dude,
false news.
have you not watched Hard Knocks in season? He's like one of the main
I did watch
characters.
some of the
He's a
Hard
human
Knocks
being,
Shannon Sharp highlights, which is
oh
incredible.
my god, yeah, crazy.
Hard
Tony
Knock-
Saragusa.
yeah, the Saragusa one is so funny.
Oh, dude, where he just does not give a fuck at all. He's like, yeah, all these fucking idiot ass. He calls them the craziest shit. If you watch the first season,
Dude,
it's not bleep. He calls them insane.
He walks
things.
up to like the towel boy kid and he's like, all right, I'm gonna need a cooler. You're gonna fill that with soda. Midway through the day, I need you to take the cooler back. Start putting beers in it.
Literally, yeah.
That's awesome.
He was a dude, Saragusa. He literally would just sit at the rookie table and just fuck with him like the entire time. He'd be like, all right, so you fucking suck. How the fuck did you get here? He's like, how did you even get drafted? He's like, when did you get drafted? He's like, 5th round? He was like, what are you even doing here? He's like, you're going to get cut. There's no way. And he'd just like walk away. He'd just like walk up to people and just be a dick,
God, Goose
which is great.
awesome.
Goose is the man. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
He died what, last year? 2 years ago? Something like that. I feel like it was maybe it was a while ago and I'm tripping.
It was a few
little bit,
years.
Yeah, because he used to do the show. He used to do the actual NFL commentary and bullshit like that. Yeah, I remember that.
But
Did you guys see that they honored Ray Rice the other day?
Dude, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's
I mean, I said, hey, people
that's
love Chris Brown.
nonsense. Stop. People don't. Honestly,
There are
I'll
people
even
that
beg
still
to
love
differ.
Chris Brown.
Crazy that people still like because his music.
I'm not saying it's correct.
Yeah, his
I'm just
music
saying-
sucks, and he also is like the worst.
I think it's crazy that women love Chris Brown.
I mean, yeah. People still love R. Kelly though, so
Yeah,
and Michael
that's true.
Jackson and like a bunch of other things. So whatever.
That's
I
true.
mean, I think I had this conversation
What
with
did Michael
somebody.
Jackson do, dude?
Stop. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. So I was in the car listening to. We were listening to Morrissey, and then I switched it over to Queens of the Stone Age. Not Morrissey. We were listening to Smiths, whatever, and no difference. And we switched it over to Queens of the Stone Age, and they were like, "Didn't Josh Homme like beat his wife?" And I went, "Yeah, that happened recently." And I was like, "But we were just listening to the Smiths, and you were having a good time."
Yeah.
So like, and Morrissey's literally a Nazi. So like, is it who's
No,
worse?
Josh
I was
Homme,
like, do you want to have this conversation of who's worse, a guy that beats his wife or a Nazi? Like, there's no squaring these two up.
Yeah.
Like we're not doing
I don't have
this.
a dog enough.
Did
fight,
anybody
yeah.
just get like a surge of?
It's I have like a thing over here.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That
Sorry.
freaked me out. I was like, am I?
oh my God, it smells really
I started
good.
smelling like
You're like I was
fruit,
true.
Yeah.
and I was like, am I
Holy shit.
fucking dying? What is happening?
Sorry.
Damn.
That is so strong smelling. That came out.
It's like
of nowhere.
lavender. It's like
That
this
smells
little thing
good.
right here.
No, it
'Cause
smells
it was
good.
smelling like fucking cum and sweat in here. So I that's what's output.
Especially when we're in here, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but yeah,
Yeah, Ravens might win the Super Bowl. That'd be sick.
that'd be awesome. We should have a Ravens Super Bowl celebration episode where we just like sit here and like try to sell like shitty
if the
knockoff.
Ravens go to
win-
the Super Bowl, I will be watching the Super Bowl blackout.
Dude, no,
That would be
we
just
should
No,
do the
I said
podcast at a
this-
Ravens Super Bowl party
I said that. Well, I said this to
from
Grace.
the Ravens fan
I
cave.
said this to Grace. If they, that would be sick.
Dude, that would be so
If
good.
they get into the AFC Championship, I'm gonna go downtown.
Oh yeah.
Like,
We're gonna
for
go
the
watch
game.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch the
If
game.
they make it to
somewhere.
the Super Bowl, I'm fucking standing outside M&T Bank Stadium.
Oh yeah, I'm telling my boss we're close. If the Super Bowl is happening, and the Ravens are in it, we're closing the shop for the night. There's no way we're.
I'll have
being
that
able to-
jacket on. I'll have my fucking purple
I'm bringing
camo
all my
on.
cameras and
Yeah.
just documenting
No,
the shit.
there's
out of that.
no way. I watched the last
I'm
Super Bowl
not
from my
going to
work.
work the
I'm
next
not
day.
doing it again.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
no. Last time we won the Super Bowl, I skipped school and I.
You know
went
what's
to the
crazy is
stadium.
Yeah.
I might preemptively take off work for the Super Bowl because the date's been announced, I'm sure. So I might preemptively take off the date of the Super Bowl just so I don't have to worry about it.
I think.
God damn,
Here's
I'm
my
such
thing.
a fucking
Here's my
dork.
thing. If the
the fuck is
the
that?
Ravens had the bye in
Yeah.
the first round, right?
Yeah,
Because they won the
they clinched
clinch,
AFC
yeah.
bye already.
So, yeah, which
I
is
don't
crazy.
like that though. I don't like a week off.
I think the Ravens need it right now.
Yeah,
They have a lot of
yeah.
injuries, whatever. Sports
Flowers
talk.
still dealing with that calf injury and stuff like that. This is sports pod now.
Sports pod.
Dude, I actually would
Swap over to sports pod.
Sports no, but I think the Ravens, if they win that first division, and then go into the AFC Championship,
Yeah,
it's Baltimore sports. It's either you choke, like the Orioles.
yeah.
You either choke,
It's home.
right, and it's home. You either choke
You don't choke.
or
at
you're going to the Super. Like, I
don't
truly
e-
believe if they win that first game, they win it
Yeah,
all.
I think it's gonna be weird though. I think we're gonna have to play like.
Dude,
I think we're gonna have
if
to
we have to
play
play the
hard.
Browns or the Bills, I'm a little scared.
I'm scared if we have to play the Bills, not the Browns. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. The Browns will shit on.
The Bills are
Divisional
sleeper.
rival. You
Yeah.
have too much. Like the Bengals, if they had
I don't like the
Burrow, I'd be scared.
psychological torture that the Browns are going to put on us. If
Oh,
we have
because
yeah.
Flacco.
'Cause we got
Flacco in the playoffs is terrifying, though.
Yes, sir.
Like we
very
know this.
terrifying.
Dude, pick six Joe against this Ravens defense.
I don't know, man. But I will. The thing is, like, I will say, like, Buffalo is the last team. I know they are like whatever, but like they scare the shit out of me. A lot of
scary.
A lot of those like super athletic
Eagles
too
are
fast
washed.
teams. Yeah, but that's NFC. We don't have to even
Well,
worry
I'm saying
about
that
that.
we made it to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
49ers obviously have some holes.
Yeah, we've made
So
that
do
very
I.
clear.
My butthole.
Football's been super exciting. It's great when your team's the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have had that more in our era than I think anybody else's era has with the Ravens.
What do you mean?
Like
seen three
consistently
Super Bowls.
good.
Yeah.
Do you remember we watched the?
I mean, they sucked when they had Kyle Bowler for like 10 years, but whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, they sucked for like a couple years before
McNair.
And Steve McNair.
before
R.I.P. Yikes.
before we won the Super Bowl with Flacco. They sucked for a couple years before that. They weren't that great.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fine. I mean,
And honestly,
that's 'cause
the
he
year
was
with
a rookie.
Flacco, they weren't even like.
Well, that's because he was
Yeah,
a
they weren't
rookie.
even that crazy,
They won.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they won because that fucking the Broncos, the fucking like 60-yard bomb he threw.
Yeah.
But
I know I watched that the other day, and then with the first time we won the Super Bowl, just I think statistically
just
the
defense.
greatest defense of
it was
all
the greatest
time.
defensive performance.
I was
in,
telling
like,
Kyle
Super Bowl history.
I watched a bunch of Ravens stuff at work today, and he was telling me he did the same. And I watched
getting hyped.
Dude,
I
that's
watched
so funny.
Ray. I watched Ray's last home game walkout, and I cried.
That's really gay.
I watched,
Yeah,
so this
I watched him speak at a funeral one time, like for like 45 minutes.
did it get you so hyped up?
No, he was talking about a dead guy. It wasn't like supposed
But
to
I
be.
feel
a
like he
hype
would be like
speech.
positive about it.
He was really positive about it. He was super sweet, but he also he's like an ordained minister, so
Yeah.
like he was very like, God,
Pastor
I
Lewis.
love God, and it's like, didn't you kill a guy?
He born again Christian.
We talked about born again Christians.
Yeah. Hey man, they just honored Ray Rice. All that matters is your stats.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, diddle diddle.
Ray Rice in that elevator.
That's such an old joke, dude. People made that joke when it was the thing.
What was I gonna say? Dude, Ray Lewis, if he gave me like a motivation speech, he could literally make me do anything.
I think
make
if
me,
Ed
like-
Reed told me to kill a man, I would.
Yeah, I'd be like, yes, sir.
Yeah, you were the. I was like,
And then
sir,
he'd start singing, "To take us."
Dude, I was watching
like,
some
you're the single greatest
Roquan
safety
Smith
of all
mic'd
time.
up today, and I was like, this guy could get me to do anything. Like,
He's awesome.
Would you suck his dick,
if he asked.
dude?
If I got to...
Roquan Smith's dick is definitely the most vascular thing on planet Earth.
Oh, 100%.
There's no way it's not. His number is 0. You have to be a terrifying human being to be number 0.
Yeah, and he earns every bit of that.
I know. And you're going to earn every inch of his dick.
Yeah, his number should be 10, if you know what I mean.
More like 12, but good luck.
It literally is.
Wait, it also has the thing you have?
Yeah. There you go.
Shit. But yeah,
No, exciting time to be a sports fan.
it is. It's an exciting time to be. I was talking to you guys about this a little bit, but how I'm into like books for like literally like 30-year-old autistic men. Like they literally wrote these books for like dudes that like really want like fantasy books for like grown men. It's so fucking weird. It's like all anime like arc books. Yeah. So like what's happening right now in books, this is really weird. I'm on book TikTok right now, but there's discourse, and the book discourse is what's really popular right now, and I'm sure you've ran into it or your girlfriends have mentioned, wives have mentioned it to you, but the fairy porn book things, have you never heard about any of these yet? They will infect your soul in the next 3 months, I promise you. But they're literally these fairy like porn books I know I keep calling them fairy porn books, whatever they are. They're fantasy books with a lot of sex between like fae people.
Okay.
And all over TikTok, like all over TikTok is like dorky girls like giving like reviews, because these books are 1,200 pages long. There's like 5 of them in every series. They're crazy. And
it's just like all hot and heavy.
Pretty much. And I got into the male version of them. I know it's weird to gender these things, but it is kind of gendered because these books are like very much like.
So it's just like orcs sucking each other up.
No, so it's basically just like this dude whose wife gets like murdered in front of him. And he's like, I'm going to. And then he's just like, I'm going to. Literally, it's berserk. No, like, legitimately. Like, it's this dude. He like, his wife gets murdered in front of him.
Come in?
Everybody in the whole entire book is super hot. And they all like, there's people in the society that are literally just there for fucking. Yeah.
One of them.
So it's like Game of Thrones.
But you're born into it. So, like, you're born into like different color casts. I know this sounds bad. And you're born into different color casts, not like like
racial,
that, like literally like a color, like red or something. And each one serves like a different role or whatever. And like basically the dude witnesses his wife die, and then he's like, these dudes are like, we saw you get tortured and almost die. We're going to make you into the strongest fucking like Frankenstein human being ever. So they make him into like the highest caste of person.
Wait, this sounds fucking awesome.
It's sick. They make him into the highest caste of the like people and like teach him how to be like the most like sovereign. Like these people are like not only like upper crust, like blonde, like 8 feet tall, extra fingers, like ripped, like they're basically alpha humans. That's what they are essentially.
Okay.
They can like fly. It's crazy. They make him into one of these people and put him into. Stay with me. They put him into a school arc basically where he has to become the strongest student at the school.
Where is this going?
Yeah. And then he just like subsequently ends up like basically how the story ends through like 8 books is he just fucking murders everybody. He turns into a murderous psycho and just like becomes the strongest like leader of this entire world.
So he becomes what he hated.
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And the whole arc is just like he wants to avenge his wife, but it's just male anger and it's just like angry dude all the time.
How many nuts
swords.
does he bust throughout the series, do you think?
Probably a lot. I would say he has to.
700,
like, how big do they think they made his like modified dick?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can modify.
Do you
dick.
think he had like plate armor on his dick?
Maybe.
Honestly, dude, I was thinking about this. Like, I've said this for years, but like, I hope like by the time I'm 50, I can just get all my bones replaced with metal bones.
That would be cool.
That would be bad.
That'd be so cool.
I think it's going to be like Cyberpunk.
But then, like, if everybody gets all their bones replaced with metal bones, right?
Yeah.
And then we all get buried at cemeteries traditionally, like we're
the
not.
Earth would blow up.
See, the thing, we're putting a bunch of metal into the ground. You know what I mean? So, like, this is the thing. This would fuck up a lot of people's days, specifically people that like using metal detectors and trying to find rings.
Yeah.
Yo, Ocean City motherfuckers are
So mad, dude. They're so mad because people are getting buried with their metal bones.
Dude, but what if like your mouth bone got put into like the next guy's
You know what's
dick?
crazy?
You know what I mean?
I just thought about this. If we have metal bones, if they're good enough when you die, you could just
melt them
recycle.
down.
You could smelt them
Yeah.
down into other metal bones.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, we could be like forever
Eternal,
people
yeah.
with
I
metal
wanna-
bones.
I wanna be like
Dude, I
Cyberpunk.
love
You know how
that.
they say we're drinking like dinosaur piss right
Yeah.
now? It's kind of like that.
I want to.
You know?
I want to be like fucking Cyberpunk. Be like Adam Smasher and have like the like fucking iron jaw shit.
That'd
that
be
should
sick.
be so sick.
Can you imagine how good you could suck dick with that, Mike? It's crazy. Just like,
Put him in the iron
dude.
clamp.
literally in Cyberpunk, the first time you meet that guy, though, he walks past a girl and he was like, I would love to like rip you in half or some
Yeah,
shit.
he calls her fuck meat.
Oh, he does call her
Fuck
fuck
meat.
meat. I would love to be
Yeah.
called fuck meat by somebody. That would be cool.
Yeah, a guy that big.
Maybe we should all have cute nicknames for each other on the podcast, like fuck meat,
Cum bucket.
cum bucket. Oh, dude, a guy I work with, I found out today. He wouldn't care if I talk about this. I found out today. We were making a joke about like people being cut or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, Rodney, he was like, I would like to be cut. And I was like, Rodney, you were cut the day you were born. And he was like, no, I got cut when I was 14. And I was like, wait, what?
I never understood
that
later in life.
sounds
I
terrible.
started cracking up. I was like, wait, you were a later in life circumcision? He's like, yeah, when I was 14, I got my dick skin cut. And I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
One of my brother's
That
clients was like in his 30s when he got his.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
That's so
Oh my
funny, dude.
God.
Late in life circumcision
The
is so
recovery
funny.
has to be the worst.
I can't imagine.
You know, some girl made fun of his foreskin probably.
Yeah,
and he got
no,
it cut,
yeah, that's
which
exactly
is
what
really
happened.
sad.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally exactly what happens.
A lot of women do that though. They'll have like the like extra like
Chrissy Mack.
Yeah, and they'll have vaginal, not rejuvenation, but they'll get all that extra have it shaved down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever helps you, whatever you.
How do you?
Whatever makes you look cool.
How do you become?
You become that guy? Is what you're gonna say?
I had a really like shit, not like good. It wasn't like a good. It was like a butcher joke. It was stupid.
When
like, you know, like if you're like the guy that works at like the grocery store and you take like the meat thing and you go like this. Do you get that job because you aspire to be the guy when you grow up that like turns
I'm a giant deli right
turns
now.
out he's in nannies or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't care. I actually like the extra and let's not get into it anyway. Go ahead.
When you get like a vasectomy, don't your balls like swell up afterwards?
Yeah,
Not always.
Not always. I mean, I don't actually know, but I do remember the one time that my friend had like that ball, just like his balls were infected and they grew to size to like mangoes, and he had to like carry him around in his hand.
That's
that gives
that's
you
like one of my worst.
dude.
Do you like testicular torsion? So,
Dude, so this
Dude,
guy,
the memes where it's like, and I give you testicular torsion.
dude.
that like literally makes me cringe.
So when I was like 14, I found out about testicular torsion, which is a really early age to find out about that because that's a really scary time because your balls are sensitive. Yeah. So this guy came in. His name is Raph. He looked like a dinosaur. He had a shaved head and he looked like a dinosaur. It was really funny. He was out of school for like a few days and he came into school one day and I was like, I haven't seen you in a few days. He sat next to me and I was like, what's,
yo, I got
like,
my
what's
balls
up?
twisted.
He was like, yo, so I woke up one morning and I was in the most pain I've ever been in my entire life, and my nuts had tied themselves together in sort of like a knot.
You know that can kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did you do? And he was like, well, they got real big and they hurt more than anything I've ever heard. And I literally told them when they came to cut them off. He was like, I don't want them anymore. He's like, please cut them off. I do not want
get
them.
rid of them.
I don't know why, but that gives me the
They cut into his
so
sack,
bad.
unfangled the wires. Which also, how do you get that job? Are you just really good at like cable management?
Yeah. What do you? What is the
Can a general surgeon do that?
Dude, you work at Micro Center and then you start cutting open nut sacks. And you're like, I know
micros?
exactly.
Dude,
I wonder how
it's
you.
so funny you say that because I had a friend about the same age. That same thing happened to him. Like he said, he like was in so much pain, like almost blacked out because his nuts got.
That's the boxers thing. People, if you have saggy balls and wear boxers, sometimes people can get your balls can get all tied up.
I
You need them
only wear
secured.
briefs.
You wear boxers still?
like somewhere in between.
You gotta wear briefs, like
Briefs.
boxer briefs. Boxer
Boxer
briefs.
briefs.
Mine are, I don't have like super loose ones, but I don't have like super tight ones.
That doesn't matter.
I
Just
have
wear
boxer briefs where everything is in its own place.
Literally just get jockey brand boxer briefs.
I just bought new underwear.
Well, just get nice athletic. They're comfortable for your
they're
nuts. To hold your nuts. Invest in
And
your
then you
underwear.
don't get all the fucking ride up and all
Yeah,
that
that's
bullshit.
true.
I don't really get any
Sticks
right
to your
up
leg.
Okay, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wear out the gooch of all my underwear. I don't know why that happens.
You wear out the gooch? Of it
Like the
all?
gooch of all my underwear. All my underwear have a hole right in the gooch.
Maybe just from farting.
Yeah, because the bubbles are probably traveling up and then
Traveling
popping right at the knocking
Imagine
right
like
at the door.
fart at a weird angle and you feel the air like go to your like balls.
Hit you in the balls.
Yeah, it tickles. Yeah, it's so fucking funny, dude. Every time I fart in like a stiff chair, you know what I mean?
exactly.
And it bubbles up and it tickles
You're
my
on, like, a
balls.
wooden chair.
I crack the fuck up. If it's warm though, I get worried because I thought shit just like came up and hit me in the balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever? I've never sharted on a chair. Okay, I can imagine if you sharted on a wood chair. That would be
awesome.
the sound would be cool. Like, you know how you hit a baseball and it sounds really nice and smooth? I feel like sharting on a chair would have the same. Sharting on a chair would totally have the same noise, where it would just be like
awesome.
it'd be like
Sharting on a chair would be like when you like are like sharting on a chair.
Dragging like
Sharting on a chair would be like when you are constipated and you have the poop where it's like
yeah.
like
Dude, that actually would be awesome.
that's the noise literally
what
audible
ASMR
my
I wanna
asshole
hear.
makes. Is
Don't you love those where it's just like a shotgun blast? Like
no, it fucking scares the shit out of me.
well, yeah.
Because I'm like, Because do you guys not have that like thing where it's like, oh wait, I realize now that that happened because I was constipated and I probably just blew my asshole out.
No, I don't have shits like that. I eat mostly veggies. So my shits just come out.
You guys,
my shits come out as rabbit turds. They're like little
I
tiny
haven't
circles.
been constipated in a really long time, but that has
Weird.
happened.
Yeah.
Like,
do you guys ever have it where like you
Shit
get
like
like
a wombat.
randomly super? You're not like constipated, but it's just like super solid, and you're like hand on the sink. You know what I mean?
I haven't in a really long time.
yeah, you got to
honestly.
do the
Like
rock
pushing.
back and forth.
Yeah, and
So you guys,
you got to do the rock back and forth.
you guys still eat a diet that I used to eat, but
Right.
now that I don't eat meat anymore, I shit like a fucking.
But you
dime.
probably have a lot of
None my
fiber.
shits hurt. I do. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
my
I
shits
don't.
are great.
Yeah.
My shits are
like
so
I need to probably
great.
start taking like a fiber capsule.
Like I literally
No,
can.
you just got to take a pre and a pro.
I take a pro. I don't take a pre.
You got
Usually,
to take a pre and a pro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My turds are usually one uninterrupted log, like just one really
So-
long
That's the best.
uninterrupted log.
I'm so jealous.
When that
It's
happens,
like having a reverse dick in your butt.
yeah.
when
It
that
really
when that
is.
happens and like your stomach feels lighter after you lick,
Oh,
you're like,
dude.
oh.
And it's just a nice solid
it's like a
one.
Nathan's
Fuck.
hot dog,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like an
Dude.
extra long Nathan's hot dog. You
Yeah.
ever eat one of those at like a fair or something?
At-
You're like, I look
at
kind
a
of gay,
truck
but I
stop.
love this.
At a truck stop, I ate one.
Oh, truck stop? That's a risky place to eat a foot long
I
hot
was like
dog.
10. You guys know.
That's
I love
still an
Twix.
extreme.
Yeah.
You're making the risk even higher. You're 10 eating a foot long hot
It's like
dog
the
at a
one by
truck stop.
you know the one by Haverty Grace.
Yeah, the
that
Flying
one?
J.
Yeah.
It's like the one by Haverty Grace.
Yeah, you're about to
yeah.
catch a flying P.
Yeah. Flying D.
Flying D. Yeah,
Yeah. Diarrhea.
diarrhea.
Alright.
Dick.
God, yeah.
Flying dick.
Flying dick right into the
We have not gone a podcast without talking about shitting and dicks.
dicks are jacking.
It
up.
never
We should
happens.
try.
It never happens. We should try.
should
It's so
try.
funny though.
Well,
should
I
do it.
mean, that's like,
What
should
else do
do-
boys actually talk
Well,
about? Like
we
this
should
is what
do
we
a
talk
clean
about.
episode.
A clean
okay.
episode.
I'm down. Next episode, we can't cuss and we can't talk about shit, cum, farts, piss.
Well, yeah, we'll
anything.
start
We
there'll be
can-
like a disclaimer at the beginning of this.
A disclaimer: these are the only words we can't, only slurs we can say. And it's all slurs we'd never say, so we can't actually say anything.
It's like poopy butt.
Poopy butt.
Like, hey, you poopy butt. Hey, you eyeball. That's
Eye-
Hey, you
Eyeball.
eyeball. Eyeball.
Before we wrap, real quick, the one thing we didn't talk
I never
about
wrap it up.
is yeah, I know. Well, you guys found out that
I've never
last
worn a
time.
condom.
I know you say that. and
That's
crazy to
terrifying.
me.
I don't even want to think about that. That's so scary.
You like sharing?
And you know what's crazy is
Sharing my chart
and I'm
notes
and
or
I'm
like-
gay, so try to make the equation work on that one.
Yeah, that's risky. You like having them pull up the my chart before you, or like
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, well that's good.
usually
At least you're doing
ask.
that. Sure. Hey, just be safe out there. That's all we ask. You know, I don't want to catch the. You know,
AIDS.
yeah, I don't need you getting a,
That's not
a
like
paper
a-
cutter at my house. You know what I mean? I ain't going to any barbecues with mosquitoes with you anytime soon. Give you a little knock on wood.
That's pretty
I
good.
just
Yeah,
mess with it.
thanks. I'm not gonna. Hopefully, I
Dude,
don't get AIDS.
we've been getting a ton of great feedback on the pod, and by
Yeah.
that I mean we've been getting a ton of hate comments.
Yes, let's go. More hate comments.
That's yeah. So let me pull
now
up a
that
couple
you know
real
I've
quick.
had unprecious sex with other men,
yeah, let's
call me things.
yeah. I'm adding fuel to the
Specific things.
fire. Let me yeah. There's a word.
I've said it on this podcast secretly a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, there's been some. Let me find this one. We posted this short the other day. That was awesome.
Yeah, I love receiving hate comments.
Yeah.
Please roast me.
Please.
Please roast all of us. We're extreme.
Yeah.
The reason we all look this way is because we're extremely roastable. Please,
Yes.
this is why we started a podcast so people can make fun of us.
Someone said so. I posted the clip that was talking about you like driving high and having a panic attack.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Someone said
Happens
it
a
is
lot.
not funny to drive impaired. You could have killed your friends or your others or yourself. If funny, if you stay at your home and order food that is brought to you, but think that is a music to drive impaired where you could have taken the life of someone else or someone else's spouse, daughter, son, father. You are evil and totally not funny. And other people thumbs up it. So you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm cool with that, dude. Hell
I
yeah,
really
dude.
liked this one.
Honestly, though, I
This
wish.
one, the one that he's about to read is the best one.
This one is great. They said, I hope they start making money. That dude's mouth is jacked up.
Yes, you know.
Wow. Actually, this will be the last podcast that I will do without my teeth.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
huge.
So sorry, guys. That's actually gotten us a lot of engagement, so I apologize.
No teeth. Yeah.
My one TikTok that I posted, that was half the comments.
Yeah.
About the retarded McDonald's. All right, this one is great. we said that, have you ever jerked off to a night at China? This guy said, we have girlfriends and wives, so we don't do that anymore. You guys need to get some chicks.
That guy literally just told us to get pussy.
Yeah, he literally told us to get
We have like 5 YouTube comments, and one of them was like, you guys should go get pussy.
Yeah. Actually, that's not the first time someone
It took
told
that
us to
little
get
amount of
pussy.
time for that guy to know exactly what was up. He's like, these guys are fucking virgins.
There's
dude.
one more that I posted the other day.
Dude, nobody calls people virgins anymore.
No. Well, I think because a lot of people, there's maybe the rise of
we're
incels.
almost 30, so it's like kind of a weird thing to call
But I will
somebody.
shout out, someone said, keep it up. This clip is funny. Keep posting stuff like this, maybe slightly longer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts out to that guy.
No, I don't want.
We have a fan.
I don't want positive feedback. I want you to tell me I'm not funny and call me gay.
Yeah.
Stop being nice.
There was one
Also,
more.
all of our followers are now Indian, so
Yeah, that's true. We can talk about that.
we're gonna
if you
start
guys want.
talking about movies like RRR and stuff like that.
God, that movie's awesome.
That movie is fucking cool. That's a bro movie.
That's
Talk about a
sick
fucking
That's
bro
a bro
movie.
movie.
Dude, that's a
here we
movie
go.
you watch with the fellas and take your shirts off.
Here we go. This was a comment that we got that I missed. And this guy deleted it, so you're a pussy, first off.
Oh, well.
He said, this
I
podcast
don't think
sounds
he's a
terrible.
pussy.
Podcasts should talk about life issues, not Jeffrey's whims on a Friday night, LMAO.
Yeah, that person sucks.
That person rules.
Yeah, you already you came to the podcast, dude.
Yeah, you watched
already
it.
like
Thanks
what are you
for the
talking
view.
about? What were you looking for if you saw 3 guys talking?
Yeah.
Like what were you expecting
We
us
needed
to
to be
talk
talking about
politics? I'll talk about politics. Let's talk about politics.
No.
Michelle Obama, next president.
Hey guys, who do you think's gonna be on Epstein's list?
Oh,
Give me your
dude.
biggest dark horse. Give me your biggest dark horse.
biggest dark horse on the
All right,
Epstein
I'm
list.
literally about to piss my pants.
All right, we're gonna.
What? You just took a shit right before the podcast.
Dude, Mike
and you're about
literally
to
can't
piss?
go like 45 minutes without.
Dude, what are
using
you,
the
a
bathroom.
grandma? Okay,
Okay, an hour and 20 minutes. Oh
Holy
my god!
shit.
You might
Mike.
need to go
I
to the
got
doctor.
small bladder.
All right.
small something else.
All right, let's make this quick. Who's your dark horse?
Dark horse. Do you mean no? Will Smith's definitely on there. That's not a dark horse, though. Ooh.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Ooh, that's a really good one.
I think
Ooh, The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock is
That's what I was. If The Rock's on there, I'm so disappointed.
Stone
dude.
Cold's not going to be on there. There's no way.
Nah, he just beats his wife.
He wouldn't. Yeah. Ric Flair's probably on there already.
yeah, we already know he's a creep. I'm trying to think of someone that would just be like devastating.
Kurt Angle.
Why are we picking wrestlers?
I
Adam
don't know.
Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
That would be like
Adam Sandler would be
My
really
9/11. Like,
Yeah, Adam Sandler would be a sad one. I think so.
Rob Schneider sucks.
Rob Schneider.
He sucks now, so he
He's
probably
a
is.
Karen.
I'm trying to think of
what
like a
else.
beloved. Well, Tom Hanks definitely is
Tom
a
Hanks.
beloved celebrity.
Duff Man.
From the Simpsons.
Sorry.
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Mike's like, I'm going to piss myself. You're talking about Duff Man.
Who's like a revered celebrity that we're missing?
Lil
Wilson.
Nas X.
Owen Wilson was on it.
Owen
dude.
Wilson. Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting. Well,
Harold Ankumar.
on steak, you can. There's parlays on it.
Yeah, there's
parlays.
parlays on it.
Oh, is there legitimately parlays?
You
on
can
steak?
actually bet on
Can
it.
we actually put like bets on that?
Yeah, we could.
Okay, that's
say we
kind of
could
bad. I
put
feel like
20
we're putting bet on like people getting
Yeah, that's
sexually
fucked
assaulted.
up. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that back.
20 on
I'm gonna take that
20
back
on Adam
immediately.
Sandler, and we just see what happens.
No, I don't even want to think about that.
I don't, but if we might get cashed out.
We'll take whatever money we make on our YouTube because we're about to make money on YouTube videos, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully.
we'll put that towards whatever our parlay is.
Okay.
We'll
no
make it a
worries.
parlay. We'll have to be like if Betty White
Right.
from years 1980.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
If Michael Strahan was on it, then let's pick the random celebrity.
I'm gonna piss my pants. Stop, I have to drive home. Don't do this. Please.
What? We're not making piss noise. We're making fun of Michael Strahan.
Yeah, we're gonna put on Michael
I'm
Strahan.
gonna piss my pants. Oh my god, it's making me laugh.
there we
He's
go.
making a joke. He doesn't have to piss.
I'm gay.
That's
there we
Mike
go.
right now, dude. Anyway,
Yo, dude, how's your bladder gonna be full?
It's gonna make it worse. Stop.
Poopy diapers.
Guys, how do you get a job here, you fuckface?
That's Mike right now, though.
I'm living in a nightmare.
I am living in a nightmare.
That's gonna be Mike when he pisses. Yeah,
Dude. It's gonna be one of those
That's Mike's
pisses
bladder
that
right
feels
now.
so
Drive, it's about power.
Mike's
We're gonna get demonetized, so we let it play too.
okay. Anyway,
All right, great, whatever. Nevermind. Greatest podcast in the
send us all
world.
the hate comments.
Send us any hate comments. Number one podcast in Estonia.
Number one.
A road
Let's go.
promo 2023.
I'm trying to be number one star in Estonia.